Now fellas, boy do I have something to show you guys today. Salsa's a family, and today I'm coming back at you guys with another Madden 22 video on the channel, and in today's video I'm going to be showcasing how I made potentially 1 million coins in a matter of minutes. And as we get into the video right here fellas, hopefully you guys are all having a wonderful Easter Sunday. It's also game day for the Pelicans, so it's a wonderful day today. Hopefully all you guys get to spend some time with the family, have some good vibes around the house and all that good stuff. But without further ado, let's get into the video and let's talk about how I made potentially a million in a matter of minutes. Oh yeah, and as we get into the video, as you guys know, the NBA playoffs started yesterday, so if you guys want to make some picks on Underdog Fantasy like the one to see on the screen right here, click the link in the description, click the link in the pinned comment, use code SWIFT, and get a deposit match up to $100. But enough plugging from me, I ain't no outlet. In today's video, what I'm going to be doing is talking about something that I did at 11:30 a.m. this morning, which is going to provide some kinda crazy benefits and an insane amount of coins made. Now, as I think a lot of you guys know, with the Easter promo in this game, the eggs hatched this morning on Easter Day at 11:30 a.m. And when that happened, fellas, there was an insane amount of opportunity in the market to make millions, and I would say that I successfully took advantage, and I'm probably going to be making potentially 1 million coins in a matter of days. Now, the reason why there was so much potential in the market earlier this morning is because when the Easter eggs hatched, there was an insane amount of supply that got put into the markets, because everyone was opening up the eggs and pulling players that were currently in the game or pulling some new cards that just got released. And essentially what that did is it put an insane amount of supply in the market at one time. And when there's a lot of supply, what happens is people undercut, and the price drives down basically rapidly. And to illustrate this point right here fellas, I'm on a website that basically tracks the prices in Madden. As you guys can see, pretty flat in the morning, and then 11:30 hits and bang, prices go down basically in half, from a 3.1 CPT all the way down to a 1.8. So kind of crazy how much the market went down. And like I said in a video a couple of days ago, as well as on my live stream earlier this morning, when that happens, there is an incredible opportunity to make coins by buying these players at a reduced price. So on the screen right here, as you guys can see, I picked up 5 Chris Westry 96s, I picked up 4 Deion Sanders 98s, I picked up a couple of Robert Hunts, and I picked up a 99 Cooper Kupp. And the reason why I was targeting these cards specifically is for the exact reason that I mentioned in my video a couple of days ago. Deion Sanders right here is a big name player, he's got crazy stats. Cooper Kupp right here is a big name player, he's got crazy stats, and all these cards were coming out of the Easter eggs. And because that was the case, I was able to scoop up these cards for a ridiculously cheap price. So what I want to do is kind of give you guys a bit of a rundown as to the prices that I was getting these cards at, talking about how long I'm going to hold these players, when I'm going to be selling them off, how much profit we're going to make, and all that good stuff. And again, if you guys were in my live stream earlier this morning, I'm assuming you probably picked up these cards as well. All the cards I was talking about here, Robert Hunt, Deion Sanders, Chris Westry, Cooper Kupp, I literally said all these players were great investments on my stream. So if you guys were there, you probably got these players, you probably got them at a good price, and let's see how much we're going to be making off of each of these cards. For the 100% cheapest Madden 22 coins and 2K MT, check out my sponsor MMOEXP by clicking the link at the top of the description and use code SWIFT at checkout for 5% off. And now for player number 1, we got Cooper Kupp. For Cooper Kupp, there was a specific egg in this game that was giving out Cooper Kupp, and what essentially happened is the price of the card, he just plummeted. I got the card for 150k, I was sniping on the filter for I want to say like 5 to 10 minutes, and I was missing so many snipes at like 150, 100, 120, 160. Sadly, I could only end up scooping up one of the player items at 150k, but drumroll please, the price that the card is currently going for is I want to say like 250. He's at like 240 right now. I'm probably going to hold the player until he goes up to around like 275 to 300k, and when he goes to that price, I'll sell the player. I'll make like 100,000 coins of profit on this card right here, maybe 150k if the price really skyrockets, but either way, that's a W investment. If you guys were in my stream, you probably bought this player, you probably got him for a price of like 160k or less, and as you guys can see, cards already sell in for a price of around like 245, so you could cash out now if you wanted to, but personally, I'm probably going to be holding these players until they get to the target price. So the target price in my head is 275k or more for Cooper Kupp. When he gets to that price, I'll probably sell him. I'm expecting that's going to be sometime this week, probably like Wednesday or Thursday if I had to predict. Then investment number 2 right here, fellas, we got Deion Sanders, again for the same principles as Cooper Kupp. He's a big name player and he's got some insane stats. Now as you guys can see, we scooped up 4 of these players, 131k, 127, 158, and 150. If we're figuring out like an average cost, I would assume assume it's about like 140k in spend for the player, and let's see how much he's going for right now. So after dropping about 140k on average for the players, how much is 98 Dion going for? I don't think he's up a ton quite yet. He's up to 180, so it would be like 40k a profit right here. But personally, I want to hold this card until at least like 230. This 98 overall Dion is an insane card. He's one of the best cards in this game. And also, man, it's like Deion Sanders. I'm expecting the price to go up. Again, I would hope that the price goes up to around like 240. That feels like a nice number. That's going to mean I'm making about 100,000 coins of profit per player. And just like that, that's going to end up being about 400k in profit on the Deion Sanders cards. We're up about 500 in total. If we say that we make like 100 off of Cooper and 100 off of the Deion Sanders, that's going to put us in a very, very good position. As you guys can see, cards selling for 180. We're definitely going to need some upward momentum on this player to get him up, but worst comes to worst, I'll wait till like 220 to sell the player, and instead of making like 100 per card, I will make closer to like 80 per card. That's still a W though. And again, fellas, it only took me like a matter of minutes to buy these players. I hope you guys followed the strategies that I talked about on the channel. I mentioned this a couple of days ago, that you guys want to pick up players. I mentioned it on my live stream this morning. If you missed out on both of those things, you're probably not subbed to the channel, so hit that sub button down below. But the next player to talk about is Chris Westry. Now, for this Chris Westry 96 overall player, there's a couple of reasons why I got him. Now, reason number one is just he is selling for a ridiculous price. I was getting this card on average for about like, let's say 60,000 coins right here. I would say 60k is like a fair number on average for the player, and there's a couple of reasons why I bought him. Now, reason number one is that the stats on the player are honestly pretty good. Like Chris Westry right here, he's got pretty good stats for a 96 overall card. He's got a built-in acrobat, so the card itself is pretty good. But reason number two is the player is insane value, and I'm gonna wait until this player converts into training before I sell him, because right now 96 overall players at a price of 60k is a crazy steal. 96 overall cards that go for training sell for a lot more than that, so I'm kind of buying this card now when he's deflated because he doesn't go for training, and once the card converts to going for training after the promo's over with, he's gonna go up in price. I would guarantee it. Card right now is selling for around 90k. I'm probably holding till 100,000 coins. If I get 100k per player, that's about like 40,000 coins of profit per card. We got 5 cards right here. 5 times 40 is going to be a total number of 200,000 coins in profit, bringing the total profit up to about 700k so far. And again, would not be surprised if this card gets to 100 in a matter of days. I'll definitely be waiting until he changes to training, but right here, there's not that many players that need to get bought before he goes for 100, and there is zero more supply of this card coming into the market. There are no more Chris Westrys that are available. If you open up your egg, that's it. And if anyone wants the card, they gotta buy it from someone who already maybe sniped it and is reselling it, and that's just gonna continue to drive the price up, because for this card right here, there was a lot of supply on day one, and that's it. There's no more supply. Now it's all demand, and as that demand starts to eat up the player at higher and higher prices, that'll drive up the price and make me more profits. Then again, very similar situation right here with Robert Hunt, but Robert Hunt was probably even a better card. This Robert Hunt, I should have spent more time sniping, because the thing about this player is he gets post-up built into the card. So not only is he a really good value player, but in my opinion, he's more valuable than the Chris Westry card because of the fact that he's got post-up built in on the card, and you can actually get that for 0 AP. I'm using the card on my team. Again, spend a similar price on the player, about 60k. I would say my target for this card is maybe a little bit higher. Wouldn't be surprised if this card gets up to a number of around like 110, because this card right here is, in my opinion, a card that everyone needs on their team. Like, abilities really drive gameplay in this game, so getting post-up would be massive. That's kind of how I made roughly like 1 million coins almost instantly this morning. Again, I'm not selling the players off now. I kind of have like a target price set in my head. If you guys want to use those targets and you're in my live stream, you can use those same target prices to make profit. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. What a wonderful day of sniping. You'll love to see it. It's gonna be massive for me. Cooper Cup's already going up. Chris Westry's already going up. Robert Hunt is going up. Deion Sanders, he's gotta go up a little bit quicker. But I'm in no rush, man. He's a big name player. He's got awesome stats. And until next time, let's go Pelicans. Hopefully we get a win tonight. I'm out. Peace.